I don't know what's going on, you guys, but Temu is selling actual Arab fragrances. Hi, welcome to my Feral Beauty channel. Thanks for joining me again, you guys. And if this is your first time coming to my channel, I talk about beauty stuff. Specifically, I am a fragrance collector. In this video today, all about fragrances, because I have discovered something that, like, I don't know if we're not supposed to talk about this. Is this top secret for a lot of fragrance blogger type people? I was recently browsing through Temu. I like to get fake nails off of that site, and realized that I guess recently they have started advertising popular Arab/Middle Eastern fragrances on their site for a fraction of the cost that you would find in like other suppliers and stores and on Amazon. They had Eclaire, they had Club de Nuit Untold, they had a bunch of different Yara fragrances. Going into this, guys, I very much understood that I could be dropping my money on something that is a complete fake. These sites like Temu and Wish, and what else is there? Shein, those kind of apps, they're kind of known for like giving you knockoffs. But every now and then on these sites, something gets posted and it's the actual thing that they are actually selling on Amazon or similar platforms. And I said to myself, somebody needs to check that out. And then I said to myself, I have an addiction and I can't stop myself from buying these at this price. So I sure do hope they're the real thing. I bought 5 Middle Eastern fragrances that are popular fragrances in hopes that they were going to send me the real thing. Are they selling legit Middle Eastern fragrances on Temu? I guess we're gonna find out. Now, the thing with Middle Eastern fragrances, as you guys know, is once you get them, you have to spray them and then set them aside for a while. There's this chemical process that happens when air is added to the bottle or air is ejected from the bottle. I don't know exactly how it works yet, but I know that you have to spray it a few times, then put it away in a dark place to like sit and marinate for a while, and then it turns into its final form. So when I first got these, I brought them out, I sprayed them a little bit, I set them aside, and now we're going to review what they actually are. One of them is utterly confusing to me, utterly confusing. So I'm going to need those of you who know this fragrance to help me out in figuring out if this is legit or not, because I'm a little confused by one of them. But it's a super popular one, so a lot of you are going to have this fragrance. The first one that I wanted to go over was Eclaire. This fragrance, people have been going gaga over this fragrance because it is supposed to be a near perfect dupe to Creme something creamy, not Blanche Bet. It's a different one. What is it called? I always forget it. I'm going to put it up here. The packaging had been destroyed, as is the way of Temu. 40% of the time, the things that you get, they're going to have damaged packages. But the bottle itself, this is a hefty bottle. This is a legit thing. Getting this, you have to pay like $30 or $40, maybe more, to get this Eclaire. It's strong. But through Temu, it was only like 18 bucks, maybe less than that. And I did... Oh, it's very strong. In the past, I have had samples of, I think, several of these fragrances and the actual fragrances they are supposed to be a dupe of as well. This one, guys, spot on. It smelled exactly like the sample that I owned of this and fell in love with, and I am so happy to have this in my collection. I am also, at the end of this, guys, I'm going to give you my tips for finding the real fragrances, because I did run into some listings that I'm pretty sure they had counterfeits of the dupes. They had dupes of the dupes and not the actual dupe. So stick around to the end. Next, this is Marshmallow Blush from Paris Corner. This has recently been really big online, so I'm excited to see it. It comes in really great packaging, as Arab fragrances are known for, but it's really hard to get out of here. And spraying this atomizer, hold your pants up, watch. It's crazy. And that smells so good. It's so strong. Another legit fragrance, really hefty, wonderful bottle and packaging. Getting this top off is Fort Knox. I don't know if you guys have ever had any of those. There's like a strawberry marshmallow candy. That's what this smells like. This is smooth. It's maybe slightly powdery, but creamy, like an artificial strawberry, but in a good way. It's an artificial strawberry, that kind of reminds you of your childhood, like some kind of candy you ate as a kid. For me, I've eaten strawberry marshmallows before, and this smells like you opened a bag of one of those. Such a good summer or spring fragrance because it's just so sweet and fun, but to me, it's not babyish. Like there are some sweet fragrances out there that are very babyish in nature, like Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth, babyish. A lot of Ariana Grande's fragrances are a little bit babyish. I don't think I wouldn't say this is like a powerful woman's perfume, but it's just acceptable in a delightful way. Then, okay, this is what we're talking about. Most people in the fragrance community, they know that Ariana Grande is probably her most popular perfume she's ever made, called Cloud, is actually supposedly a dupe for an incredibly popular and expensive niche fragrance called Baccarat Rouge 540, okay? People like Olivia, what's-her-face? She wears Baccarat Rouge 540. When it comes to Middle Eastern dupes, this right here was supposed to also be a dupe of Baccarat Rouge 540. When I first sprayed this, I was a little surprised. That there were a lot of people who were advertising that this was like a cheaper version of Cloud. Again, let's backtrack. Cloud is a dupe of Baccarat Rouge 540. People were saying this could replace Cloud. I do believe that this is a legit product because I'm smelling it and I'm like, I see how people are drawing the lines between this and Baccarat Rouge 540. I see it. However, this is not a replacement for Cloud, okay? I know that's a really weird thing to say because you have two things that are the dupe of one particular thing. A man or woman, masculine, feminine, could wear this. It is pretty unisex in how it smells. It's not too rah or eh. But there is a whipped creaminess about Cloud that is noticeably different from this. So if you've seen anybody say that it is equal to Ariana Grande's Cloud, you can just go for this. Not the same thing. They're like the weird cousins of Baccarat Rouge 540, but they're not the same thing. Club de Nuit Untold kind of smells a little more tea-ish. Like it has an almost tea-like fragrance about it. So Ariana Grande is a little more creamy. This one is a little less creamy, a little more liquid, a little more English breakfast. And for a fraction of the price, Club de Nuit Untold, the legit product. I don't know what's going on, you guys, but Temu is selling actual Arab fragrances. One of the first things that you learn when you enter the fragrance community and you start collecting is one, that Billie Eilish has a fragrance called Eilish that is one of the best vanilla fragrances out there. It is beautiful, and the bottle is beautiful as well. This fragrance, long-lasting, lovely, amazing, very vanillic. Chef's kiss. So good. A popular Arab dupe for this that everybody is talking about is Nebras. But when I got this in, the first thing that I noticed is the packaging on this one is a little different. In other YouTube videos that I've seen about Nebras, people have a package that they kind of have a pull tab and they can pull out the fragrance this way. This one is just a box that opened. The packaging looks similar, like it's the same branding and stuff. It's even textured. It's not bad packaging, but it opens different. It opens cheaper. The bottle itself, high quality Nebras bottle. Okay, this, amazing. Now when I spray this, I get the notes that are listed on Fragrantica, which makes me think that this is a legit fragrance. It's got this spice to it, which is very reminiscent of Eilish. It's got the berries in it, which is known for setting it apart from Eilish. The only thing with this that I don't trust, the longevity, amazing. Like, I think this is a legit fragrance. However, I feel a little betrayed, okay? Because these two fragrances are supposed to be like a 1-for-1. I can see how you drew those lines. Like, I can see how you got there, okay? I'm not fragrance shaming anybody, all right? Eilish is a feminine, youthful, beautiful, warm scent that like all day kind of remains in the same warm vanillic tone. This, not so much. It's not Eilish. It's not a 1-for-1. I can see how people drew the lines, but not a 1-for-1. And as the day goes by, especially on my skin, this does not stay vanillic like this does. This kind of turns berry-ish. Like it leans more towards the cheaper smelling side of itself after time passes. It's not bad. It's good to have in a collection, I think, but not a 1-for-1. I would not say go for this instead of Eilish. This is a unique, beautiful, wonderful fragrance. So you got Eilish, Billie Eilish's favorite grandmother. In my opinion, I would love for y'all to just fight me in the comments and if you disagree, because I want to know. Noses are different. People smell things differently, but that's just me. Let me know. And let me know, judging from how I've described this, if you think this is a legit perfume. Because out of the rest of these, whoops, wrong package. Because out of the rest of these, this is the one that had the most sketchy packaging that just did not look like what was in the other reviews. So I would like to know if this is a dupe. Hard time believing that though, because this is a good bottle and it smells. I see. I don't know. Y'all help me out with this. Rescue me from this. Did I get a dupe? Is that the real thing? This one here is Angham by Lattafa, and I believe this is supposed to be a dupe for Burberry Goddess. First time I saw it, I was like, that's looking legit. Says Lattafa, got a little shiny sticker on the back. We got a really legit bottle of perfume. The only thing with this, like I said at the beginning, every now and then when you order something from Temu, it comes a little bit damaged. The metal is loose. But other than that, this is a legit bottle. This is a legit Angham. What do I say? I'm going to say that a million different ways during this review, so fight me. That was beautiful. I'm going to put the notes up here so you guys can see them. But this is rich. It is so juicy. I'm going to spray it a bunch just because I love it. Wow. It reminds me of something from Juicy Couture that has that kind of like, it's not overbearingly sweet, but there's like a liquid juiciness about it that you find in a lot of Juicy Couture fragrances. Oh, this is so good and so pretty. You can wear this at work, but you can also wear this on a date. This is something that's going to morph to whatever you're wearing. It performs so beautifully on skin. This is another legit bottle. And I'm in love. Sound off in the comments if you see something way off with these. After reviewing these, I'm like, these seem really legit. A tip that I have for finding legit listings of these, because there were some listings that were not so great. Swipe through all the photos of the product listing and make sure they're not trying to sell you a sample vial of this or a dupe of the dupe. Because every now and then you'll swipe through and it'll be like 5 milliliter, but they'll show the whole bottle on the listing. Or you'll swipe over a few images and you'll see that it's a completely different bottle. It's just a dupe of the dupe. There are some of them that have reviews on the listing where you can see people saying, if they're like, oh, this fragrance is amazing, most likely it's gonna be the correct listing. Please help me figure out this thing with Nebras. Like and subscribe and just let me know down below. And yeah, thanks for joining me for another Feral Beauty vlog, and I will see you in the next video.